Hello and welcome to English Story Plus. It's nice to have you here. Does it snow where you live? Today's story is set on a snowy day. Let's begin and see together. The snow was deep. The world was quiet. Lucas looked out the window. Snow covered everything. It was calm. But his heart was heavy. He thought about his past mistakes. He often compared himself to other people. When he did that, he felt weak and small. He felt like he could not move forward. The future looked unclear. It was like a road hidden under falling snow. Still, Lucas wanted something different. He wanted a brighter place. He wanted to breathe more freely. So Lucas left his room. He went to his car and started driving. The road was covered with snow. The towns behind him became smaller and smaller. He drove for many hours, far away from the city. At last, he reached a small mountain village. The streets were empty. The houses were closed. Everything felt silent, as if time had stopped. Lucas stopped his car by the side of the road. He knew that nothing would change if he went back. Without thinking, he stepped out of the car. The snow was falling harder. He passed the houses and left the road behind. Then he walked into the dark forest, with no map, no plan, and no one beside him. Lucas walked for a long time. The snow reached his knees. His hands became numb from the cold. He saw his own footprints behind him. They were the only marks in the wide, white world. He thought to himself, "What am I doing?" Fear and regret grew stronger than the cold wind. For a moment, he thought he should turn back. But then, he saw something. Another set of footprints. They were steady and calm. They showed no rush and no confusion. Each step was deep and clear, cut straight through the snow. Lucas stopped and stared. His own footprints looked weak and uncertain. But these were different, strong and sure. He could not know who had made them. Yet he felt the person had walked with purpose. That thought gave him a small warmth inside. So he decided to follow the footprints. The snow began to fall harder. The night grew darker. But he walked on, following the marks in the snow. The footprints ended at a small cabin. Lucas knocked on the door. An old man opened it. He looked at Lucas. He was covered in snow. His face looked tired, and his eyes were heavy. The old man didn't ask any questions. He gave him a calm look, then opened the door wider. Inside, the air was warm. A fire was burning in a stone fireplace. Lucas shivered from the cold. The old man pointed to his coat. "Take it off. Sit." Then he brought a first aid kit and checked Lucas's hands. "They are almost frozen. Warm yourself first. Then use this." On the table, the old man placed Lucas's wet car keys and his wallet with a driver's license. Lucas sat down, confused. Why didn't he ask anything? He whispered, "Can I stay here tonight?" The old man pointed to the fire. "I have one task for you. Watch the fire. Do not let it die. When the flames fall low, take wood from the stack. Put it on. That is all." Lucas was surprised. He thought the man would ask why he had come. Just watching the fire? That was all? Still, he had no other choice. He sat by the fire. His chest was heavy. His mind was restless. But the warmth of the fire, and the old man's quiet eyes, kept him there. With a long sigh, Lucas put another piece of wood on the fire. The night passed slowly. At first, it was hard. His mind went back again and again. Back to old failures. Forward to future fears. He thought, will this empty life go on forever? But as the hours passed, something changed. His hands moved by habit. He chose a log. He placed it on the fire. The flames caught. The wood cracked and popped. Heat spread through his chest and face. He began to focus only on that. On the wood. On the fire. On the moment. Later, deep in the night, he grew too tired to think. He had no energy left for regret. No energy left for fear. He only watched the fire. When the flames fell low, he placed a new log. Smoke rose for a moment. Then the sparks lit the wood. The fire grew tall again. And in that moment, something changed inside him. Not pain, not fear, but a quiet calm spread through him. The fire burned steady, alive in the silence. Each time he placed a log, the warmth returned. He felt there was meaning in this simple act, though he could not yet explain what it was. Still, he stayed with the fire. And in that small circle of light, his breathing slowed and softened. Outside, the darkness began to fade. Morning light filled the cabin. The fire still burned, steady and warm. Lucas sat in front of it. Though he hadn't slept, his eyes were clear. The man of last night was gone. A new man remained. The old man came to him. He looked at Lucas's face. The despair was gone. A quiet peace remained. "How do you feel now?" he asked. Lucas only nodded. Words were not needed. The old man sat beside him and pointed to the fire. "Listen," he said. "The fire of the past is gone. It is ash. The fire of the future is not here yet. It is still wood, waiting outside in the snow. But the fire of this moment, it is burning now. And it burns in your hands, Lucas." It was the first time the old man had spoken his name. The sound of it touched Lucas deeply. "Stay with this fire," the man continued. This is where power lives. This is the only place where you can choose. Lucas turned his eyes to the flame. In that small fire, he found a light he thought he had lost. The snow outside had stopped. Inside, the fire gave him courage. And he knew one truth. To live in the present moment was the way to step into tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to Lucas's journey. Like the fire in the story, may your English keep burning bright. See you next time with another warm and simple story.